do have very strict rules that I follow, that I've set a standard in the kitchen. That somewhat military-ish mindset that I have kind of brings a little bit of tension, because I'm not there to entertain people. I'm not trying to make people laugh. I'm just there to judge a dish and a chef. When they stand in front of me and they're cooking and they're sweating and they're nervous, they're shaking, I don't find that enjoyable. I find it passionate. I find it inspiring. They have a certain goal in mind to win the tournament or showcase their talent or their lifelong journey in one plate. So I don't think it was just me that scares them. I think it's just the judge character. For me, being very serious, it's just kind of natural to me when I'm cooking or when I'm doing something with food. I think it's only right that they are nervous. I feel bad sometimes. This chef could do better. I know he could do better, the technique they use, but I can't think of past and the experience. So I think it's only fair that I judge by the moment. It's quite amazing. No other marketing tools, Michelin, Best 50, whatever the marketing that they do, it works for a short amount of time, but not like this kind of TV show. So I was just grateful that I was part of that. We weren't sure, like, are people gonna enjoy this or are we gonna fail? Yeah, there was cooking show here and there, but it was never super successful. For me, it was the first time I ever do it, so I had no idea what to expect. But I was overwhelmingly loved by not just Koreans, but all over the world. So yes, I'm happy, and I'm still kind of overwhelmed by the love that I get. I was actually in Singapore when the first episode came out. So many people were trying to take picture with me. Like, oh, this guy. And I was like, I didn't know what it was, because only certain people know 3 Michelin star chefs. Not everyone does. And then I found out that, it aired and it was #1 in Singapore. Every chefs that I work with definitely have inspired. Oyster Bar was my first chef, and David Lefebvre, he showed me how to have very energetic service. Corey Lee showed me how to be serious and to laser focus on things that I do. I was a head chef at a Moroccan restaurant called Aziza. His chef was Murad. He showed me how to enjoy cooking, because I learned how to cook professionally first and then went to a little casual restaurant. Every single experience, they all influence how I cook now. We immigrated to San Diego, California, 93. My parents used to own a restaurant, and then I helped my parents cook a little bit, even though I was young. As an immigrant family, it was necessary for survival. After I graduated high school, instead of going to college, I decided to go to military. At that time, it was saying either go to jail or go to army. But when I went to the army, America suddenly expanded to everywhere, like East Coast, West Coast. And then I started meeting people. I was like, oh, the world is much bigger than I thought. I even volunteered to go to Iraq, simply because I wanted to tell my kids or grandkids or friends that I have. I don't know, I was kind of dumb, but my grandpa used to tell me the war stories between Japanese annexation in Korea, Korean War. I think he was a colonel in the Navy. Then he was captured by the Japanese, and then he was tortured also. I looked at my grandpa as one of the heroes that I want to follow. I want to be like him. He was always the wisest one, always a gentleman. Those kind of stories, it builds your character. Yeah, it just kind of shapes who you are in here rather than seeing outside. I think that is the core of my character. When we say success overnight, yes, in this entertainment business, but for me, like the way I grew up and then how I got here as a Michelin star chef, and I'm a restaurateur. First and foremost, I kind of understood myself. I do enjoy fame. It's a lie if I say I don't care. I do enjoy it. When I was young, I was like, what does it feel like? What does it feel like to be famous and to be noticed everywhere? I was never gonna be that person. I tell other chefs and other cooks, don't just be inspired by me. It's not a sudden fame. It's more of like what I speak and how I speak, the knowledge that I have and how I act, and everything else. It comes from experience. So I try to do more, but not just showcase how wonderful I'm the chef. It's more of like, okay, how can I do bigger things and make this community better? My restaurant first and foremost, but the Korean cuisine to promote, to uplift the younger generation and stuff like that. So I think it's the time to kind of trying to figure out what is next right now at the moment, but I'm not satisfied.